It's Kayaks in Key West, Part 3. So it's the last part of the series on our kayak adventure. This was our excursion while we were on the Majesty of the Seas in May of 2019. This was a 4-night cruise that went to Key West and Havana, Cuba. And as I mentioned in one of the previous videos in this little series on the kayaks, we managed to do this cruise about 2 weeks before the government basically passed that rule, or whatever you want to call it, where the cruise ships could no longer go to Cuba. So we got in just under the wire. But and it really sucks too, because later on in 2020, I was planning on going back and doing this exact cruise again and just doing different excursions. And they kind of screwed that up. So we're going to have to find something different to do. But here we are on the kayaks, and this is the part before it starts to get really rough for us. We're still kind of at this point going with the current, and later on you're going to see where we're going against the current, and it's a completely different story. No, you're good. You're good. I got it. Just do your thing. I think we're turning at the marker. Oh, collision. Crashed into the... I got it. I think I got it.
Careful about with that current.
I know. I got it. This is where you have to be careful not to hit the bottom. Yeah. It's all right. All good. Uh-oh. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Sorry. If I can get away from everybody else, I'm all right. All right, pull your paddle up. Yeah, but do exactly what I'm doing. Sorry. All right. Whoa. So here's some footage from my wife's GoPro. This was her vantage point the whole time, basically watching me up in the front, trying to steer us and move us along. And periodically she would paddle as well. We had this was our first time doing kayaking ever at all, plus also doing it together for the first time. So we had a little bit of trouble kind of getting in a good rhythm. And plus the current was just really pushing us all over the place. So I don't know if any of the other couples were having the same problems we were, but there were definitely times where we were struggling to steer the way we wanted to, or just keep it in the general area that we wanted to keep it in. But that's part of kayaking, I guess. If you like the video so far, please consider giving it a like, as that really helps out the channel. And if you'd want to see more, you might also consider subscribing to the channel and change that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video.
Make sure you dunk him every once in a while. I know it's harder. So that ink is actually how he lives his 5 to 8 months long. He has 0 predators due to that ink. So if you smell that ink, it's gonna be like a florally, almost lavendery smell. They actually used to use it in essential oil. But since it smells good to us, anything underwater thinks that he's poisonous or inedible. They want to smell something rotting or dying. So when they smell that good smell, they think he's poisonous. They don't think he has 0 predators out there. I think you're looking at fire sponge or fire. That's That's a leaf. So he's a part of the nudibranch family. He's actually only one of these inside-out peace bugs that
Oh, you guys are ready.
Yeah, he got inked. He got inked.
guys, they are actually hermaphrodites. So they're both female and male parts.
I'm trying.
They come back here for about 2 to 3 months in their lives. So almost half of their life they live back here in Southeast Channel during the winter months. They come back here for their mating season before they die off. And since they're hermaphrodites, how they mate is it's called penis fencing. They fight. Whoever is the winner is the male, whoever loses is the female. And they actually will mate since they have no eyes, it's whatever they come across goes. They'll mate in chains and like go up to like 8 of them at a time. You guys can get them. There's a spotted female.
Watch your oar. Your oars. Maria.
You guys have the other one?
Yes, we're trying to get over.
Yeah, if you guys can set it down and hand me back the net, you can set them down.
Oh, I didn't know you still had him. Shit. Well, you gotta. I'm trying.
Nope, I've been keeping him in the water.
I didn't know she still had him. Just hang on. Turn this way. So assuming that I have all the footage in the correct order, this right here is where we turn the corner and start to go against the flow. And you'll hear Maria in a second here ask if she needs to help me.
Do you need me to help?
Yeah, big time. So this is the part that was the toughest for us. You can see that water just pushing it directly against us, so we're going against a pretty strong current. Low-hanging trees everywhere. We were still having difficulty just learning how to try to steer this thing and paddle together. And it was tough. You'll see here in a minute that there are parts where I'm just running into trees. I accidentally cursed a little bit here and there, so I do apologize for that. But at the moment when it was happening, the last thing I was worried about was filming. I was just worried about getting us back out of there because there's really no help. I mean, we have to get back on our own power. And at this point, we were still quite a ways away from where we started, so we had a ways to go. And fighting this current and trying to stay out of these trees, I mean, this was... Had I known this ahead of time, I don't know if I would have done this excursion. I would have given it some serious thought if I had known that this was what we were going to be in for. Turning us like crazy. But we're fighting a pretty damn strong current, so all right, let me do it for a while, because shit's crazy. Can't get
Like the ATV thing, but in water.
can't get any fucking traction.
I'm trying to get the guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, And I am literally like, oh fuck, that current is strong as shit. They didn't tell us about this, man. Hitting everything because I need to be able to do. I am worn the fuck out too.
Almost out of it. Up there.
I am getting my ass kicked here. Just watch your head, obviously. Watch your head. So around this point, I basically had to stop recording because I couldn't really be concerned with the camera anymore. So hope you liked the video. Sorry for the cursing. If you do, please consider giving it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing and turn that bell notification on so that you know whenever I post a new video. Thank you very much.